Hello, beautiful people. I wanted to do a video instead of a live because I have a little bit of time before I have to head out to go get my daughter and have dinner at my parents' house. But my car is getting dropped off because I had the remote start put in. So I wanted to record it so that I could pause it and not have people waiting on me. But I will be posting this. I'm just going to do a real quick look. I wanted to focus on colors that were good for brown eyes. I know I don't have brown eyes, but there were people that do in the group, and I just wanted to show you some colors that would work really well with your eyes. But I haven't done any makeup yet. I just did the brightening masks. My face is nice and soft. Put my skincare on. Treated myself. I'm going to go in with our medium color corrected tinted moisturizer. And that is just like a nice light color correcting moisturizer that has a little bit of a tint. It does color match down and up to three size, not sizes, colors. So it goes up and down 3. That got in my mouth. I can't talk right now. It has been a day. I'm very all over the place. I found out my show that I'm in got postponed, and I'm trying not to think about it, but that's not working. So I'm doing some self-care to make me feel better, and makeup makes me feel better, so I thought I'd share with you guys. I put half a pump of the CCTM, and then I put a half a pump of our pearlizer. Pearlizer is like a highlight. It gives you a natural glow if you put it all over. You just have a nice dewy look. You can use it just in the highlight areas like here, your nose, Cupid's bow, chin, above your brow. You can do this area as well. But most of the time I just like to mix it with my CCTM, and you can also mix it with the foundation. You can do all 3 together and put it on, and there's different ways that you can apply that as well. I just like to put it in areas and then use my foundation brush to stipple it in, and I like using, this is a hydrating facial serum spray. Hydrating. That's not English. Hydrating facial serum mist, yes. It smells amazing, it's addicting, and it makes you feel like you're at a spa, and I just feel like it helps my makeup go on a lot smoother. But the CCTM will color match up to 3 colors, darker and lighter. For your skin, you can use it for contouring. If you go up to the dark, there are 6 shades now for that, so that's super awesome. And I was using light when I started out, but I started using medium because I was using our Sunless Tanner, and it like changed my skin tone, obviously. So the CCTM I was using was too light, and I was like, well, this looks weird. So I went up, and now they have a medium light, which is awesome because that color is like almost perfect, but I only have it in the sample size, so I'm trying to use it. My CCTM just gives me a nice glow, like sun-kissed. I guess I could just save it for the summertime, but whatever. It usually lasts me about a little over a year, so I'll be using it for a while. It has a nice airless pump, which is amazing. And I started my eyes with Candlelight. This is a Shadowsense. I use that as a base coat. That is also really good for all the eye colors, and it's really good for any skin tone, really, because it just gives you a nice neutral base to work with. You can use it as just that. Yesterday I just went with that, so there's many different options for it. Now I'm going to go in with our eye illuminator. It has pearlizer in it, and it's our eye cream that helps with bags under your eyes. I also like to go in on my lid because it's nice and gentle, and it just helps keep that area like hydrated. That just adds a little bit of a little glow, and as you can see, it like just kind of helps like waken up my eyes a little bit. Now I'm gonna go in, because I feel like that's still drying a little bit, with our Silver Rose translucent powder. I love to use this as a blush. You can also use it as an eyeshadow, which is awesome. And I'm just going to start at my hairline and work down and kind of in like a little U shape, because your cheekbone naturally, it's not like a straight line, it goes up a little. And you don't want to go like past like your pupil, because then it looks like it's too far over and it doesn't look natural. So just add a little bit of that adds some nice color. And then I'm going to go in with our Bronze Dust translucent powder. The translucent powder is awesome because it doesn't clog your pores and it just helps absorb oil on your face. And then these ones are tinted, so it helps with contouring, bronzing, eyeshadow, different things. So I'm going to go in just right here in that little line where my cheekbone is. I'm going to go on my nose, the outside lines, and that just helps define my nose shape better. And then I'm going to open this and I'm going to just gently go along my hairline there. And then I always do this area because it helps just make my neck look separate from my chin. Like it's not all one piece. It just makes me look a little bit thinner too. And who doesn't want that? And then I just kind of blend it in with my foundation brush a little bit. And don't worry guys, I took a bath, so my hands are clean, I promise. I haven't touched anything, didn't touch my mouth. So we're good. Okay. So I just kind of blend it in so it looks more natural. And then I'm going to go in with our translucent powder. This will just help control oil on my face. Not that I really have oily face, but if you sweat or anything like that, it just helps keep it a nice dry area, and that way you don't produce that excess oil that you don't need that causes acne. And it also just feels so smooth, which is the downside, because then I want to touch my face. And I shouldn't. Now I'm going to go in with we're going to go with green. Green is really good for brown eyes. This is the pencil liner, and I'm not pulling, I'm just pressing to open up that waterline so I can draw on it. And I like to just go halfway on there, because when you go all the way, it makes your eyes look a little bit more closed off. I used to do the whole eye, and I just noticed when I stopped doing that, my eyes just looked more open. I learned that from somebody. And then I went in and I tight lined with the top there. Just helps your eyelashes look fuller. Okay. Now I'm going to do this is the, not contour, what is it? Transition color. This is Smoke Topaz Shimmer. I picked it because it goes pretty well with my shirt. And then there's Indigo, and you can either do this just like on your crease and then throw the transition color over it and they kind of blend together. I don't know if I want to use Indigo, actually. I'm not going to. I was going to because that was one of the colors, but I don't think it'll go well with Smoke Topaz. It might. I'm just not feeling it right now. So I think what I'm actually going to do, because another good color, where is it? Let me see if I can find it. Might still be in my bag. Another good color that just came back for a limited time is the Mystic Moss, which is a nice gray green. Where is my Mystic Moss? That's what I want to use. Oh my gosh, it was right there. I pulled it out days ago. I'm so silly. Okay, anyways. So I'm going to actually use Mystic Moss as my contour color. And as you can see, it's definitely greener than the Smoke Topaz. The Smoke Topaz does have a green undertone to it. And the Shadowsense is cream to powder, so it dries, and once it dries, it sets. It's not going anywhere. I've had my face rained on, and my makeup did not go anywhere. The only thing that disappeared was my translucent powder and a little bit of my CCTM, but that's fine. It is water resistant, not waterproof, so it will come off eventually. Yeah, anyways. So I'm going to go in and I'm just going to, let's see, we're going to just do kind of like a rounded look today, just because that's what I'm feeling. And you can start with your contour, you can start with your transition color. There's so many different ways that you can apply this stuff and apply makeup in general. And I'm just using a fluffy and gold brush just because that's what I'm feeling right now. And you see, this is a very light color, so I'm gonna end up building up on it. I just wanted to get a nice base pop of color. And you can also just use the applicator and then use your finger. You can use the brush and just wipe it off the applicator as well. It's another great way. Whoa, where are you going? I haven't used this brush in a while. Apparently I'm out of practice with it. Okay, and you just want to keep like going up with it and stay closer to your outer corner and your crease. And that's where you contour with it. And I could just stay like this. This actually looks really nice. But I'm going to add that smoked topaz. And honestly, I feel like it might actually be darker. The greens are really good for brown eyes because it does help it pop. It gives a nice contrast in color. And it gives a nice, like, balance. I feel like it brings out more brown, especially if you have like hazel eyes too. Like I have a hazel ring around my eye, or around my pupil, which started when I was a teenager, and I freaked out because I thought my eyes were changing hazel because my dad has hazel eyes, and I was like, no, my identity's gone. I'm a blonde with blue eyes, not hazel eyes. And I just, you know, was freaking out. But hazel eyes are so pretty, so I needed to just chill. But, you know, teenagers. But I have noticed when I use, like, the greens and the stuff like that is really good. I mean, a lot of the colors are very similar that help the eye colors pop. However, not all of them are the same. So I've noticed, though, when I do ones that are good for hazel eyes, it tends to make my pupils pop more, which is super fun. And again, you can wear any color that you want, whatever your heart desires. These are just colors that will just make your eyes pop more. And if that's not what you're going for that day, that's totally fine. I've done all the colors of the rainbow with the rainbow thing, the rainbow collection. So, okay. And I'm not going to let that dry just because this is a really long video. And I'm going to go in with the smoked topaz. Yeah, this is darker, but that's fine. You could just like swap the colors. I haven't done these two together that I can remember, so I wasn't sure. And you can also make the smoked topaz lighter if you blend it instead of stippling. If you do like the swipe motion. And I can also add more color, more Mystic Moss if I want, but I think I'm just gonna leave it and let it dry and see how that goes. I really like that though. It's a nice color combo. Very, ooh, I already did that eye. It's very St. Patrick's Day. And speaking of St. Patrick's Day, we are going to add gold to this as our highlight, just because green and gold go so well together. My husband loves green and gold, so I really enjoy wearing it together, especially for him. But I liked it before I married him or anything, so it's not all about him. And there's two different ones that I actually have that I could use. There's a champagne shimmer, which I think is what I'm going to use. And then there's this warm gold shimmer, which is really pretty with it as well. But I just want more of a softer gold. And I'm going to use this. This is our brown pencil liner. I'm going to do my eyebrows while that's drying on my eyes. And I'm just using a nice angled brush. This one is nice because it has a spoolie on the other end. I can't remember what brand this was. I got it at Meijer. And like a pack of ones. And I'm not going to talk about how I do my eyebrows. You can watch. But in my makeup group that I have, I do have a tutorial on that. So you can check that out if you're interested. Oh my. This video's main focus was just a little intro to some of the products and then focusing on colors for brown eyes. Woo! Which honestly, the gold is really good for blue eyes. Golds, browns, purples, pinks, reds. All that fun stuff really make blue eyes pop. The smoked topaz shimmer has that like brownie kind of undertone. I mean, it's a little bit more gray green, but I feel like it helps my eyes pop because of that. I'm gonna pause this and do my other eye. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with the warm gold, and I'm just going to highlight right here, my inner corner. And you can also highlight above your brow, but I feel like when I do the candlelight and I do it all the way up, I don't need that because it already gets highlighted. But you can, a really good color for that is like the sandstone pearl shimmer. It looks really pretty in that area. I just need a fluffy brush to blend this in. And I like to just kind of stipple it first, and then I just kind of bring it in towards the middle. See, green and gold just look so pretty together. This is such a fun highlight color. And you can even go in, there's a radiant gold glitter. You can even go in and top it with that, and it'll look really pretty. I'm going to actually do that. Treat myself. Stipple and then blend. And the goal is to just highlight this inner area because then it makes your eyes look more open and awake. Plus it just looks better. It's kind of like reverse contouring. Okay, so there's the green and gold. Again, this is, I did do the wrong one. I was meaning to do the champagne. Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay, well, I ended up doing the warm gold glitter, even though that's not the color I wanted to do, because I'm a dork. I have too many colors. Not enough room. So, champagne shimmer is really pretty. I might actually do that as a highlight just so you guys can see that color on. But I'm going to let that all dry before I do that gold glitter. Okay, so with the highlight, I find it best if I just do a little bit of product in the one area and then I blend it the whole area. And I like to use an angled brush. You can also refine your eyebrows this way by using the candlelight or a color that matches your skin tone, and just kind of highlight. There's a really pretty one. Mocha Java is really pretty for that as well. If you are deeper skin toned, it looks really pretty as a highlight under your brow. There's also oh, Mocha Java Shimmer. I used to use that one on my eyebrows. That one looks gorgeous as well. There's a natural tan as well that you could use. And you can use that for all over your lid too. I've used that instead of the Candlelight because I just didn't have it. I let that sit too long, but that's fine. I'm not going anywhere anymore. I'm supposed to have rehearsal tonight, and I'm just very upset about it. But it's fine. The safety of everybody. I get it. The theater is like therapy for me, so it just makes me sad. Okay. Now I feel like that's dried enough, and I'm just gonna tap that on, and I'm gonna go with a fluffy brush and blend that in as well. But you just want to be very gentle because it can pick up some of that color, and then it'll look weird. Just gonna gently brush that around. And there you go. Very fun St. Patrick's Day look. And it's great for those beautiful brown eyes. Or blue. I mean, I look great, so. Oh, and I need a mascara. So, I totally forgot. I was going to put all three of these on. This is a primer. You usually want to warm all of these up. Any mascara product just because it will go on better for you and less clumpy. I prefer to do it in my cleavage just because that is the best way I have found. It just does a better job overall of warming it instead of just part of it. If I've had it under my leg, it only does part of it, and then it's like, it goes on weird. So that's our 3-in-1 primer. You can start with that. I'm gonna let this dry a little bit. Okay, so that has dried enough. Sorry this video is so long. I just wanted you to have a good tutorial. Should have paused it more while I did each. Oh, you like separated my eye. And this is just our waterproof mascara. I love it. It is my favorite. It does not come off. It does not make my lashes clumpy either because the applicator wand is wonderful. Just gives me nice fluffy lashes, and it does help your lashes grow, which is great. I cleaned my lips already. I used some witch hazel. I'm going to show you how to do an application, but I just wanted to throw some Lexi Berry on. I haven't worn lips since because my lips have been going through this weird thing because I got over the flu, and I think I've talked about it already, but they were just weird. But a good lip makes me feel better. Okay, let it dry for a second, and I'm gonna go in with our regular lash scents. Wipe off some of that product. This is just gonna add a little more volume. And I don't like to put it on my bottom lash unless they look weird. But look at the difference. Oh, sorry. It has like a timer on that and it goes off. This is definitely more dramatic. And I'm probably just gonna come home with my daughter and play The Sims. Ooh, because we haven't played in a while, and I'm just like, I need to do something fun and for myself. Okay, and since I don't have rehearsal, we'll let the other layer of mascara dry a little bit. Ooh, I really like this color. I haven't used it before. It's really pretty. Goes really well with the coloring I chose too. Ooh. Messed up the brush. There we go. And I have found with like, they don't come like this bent. I bent it myself. I learned that from somebody else. I found that it just goes on better. Makes them curlier. Ah. It's like poking my eyeball. There you go. There we go. Now pause it and finish my lips up. Okay, and I think there's Lexi Berry. I think I'm gonna try. That's not the glass I thought it was. No. This is Desert Topaz. Where's the one I just put in here? Primrose. I wanted to try Primrose with Lexi Berry because I think it'll be pretty. Has really fine glitter in it. There. I like it. It balances really well. Alright, well there you have it. Here is my look for brown eyes. Nice greens and golds. Thanks for watching.